Attention to all fellow law enforcement officers, state and federal employees. If you encounter an individual at a government facility who is walking around and recording in public areas with their phone out, please consider the following. For your own benefit, it is advisable to turn around and walk away. In the event that you choose to engage with the individual, and they mention the First, Fourth, or 14th Amendment, or identify themselves as independent press, please note the following. As long as they are in the public area of the building, simply wish them a pleasant day, turn around, and disengage. Chances are you have just encountered a First Amendment auditor. First Amendment audits occur when individuals exercise their right to record videos in public spaces, such as town halls, libraries, police stations, and parking lots. The purpose of these audits is to provoke public officials or employees into violating the First Amendment. A successful audit is one where the person recording is treated the same as if they were not recording, although the behavior of auditors is often abnormal and challenging to ignore. A failed audit involves confrontations with public officials or employees, where the auditor is instructed to stop recording, threatened with arrest, or removed from the property. It is essential to understand that failed audits can result in liability for the municipality, including damage to its reputation and potentially impacting professions. First Amendment auditors argue that their filming activities serve as an important means of holding government officials accountable by exposing corrupt or unlawful behavior. So how should you handle encounters with auditors? Firstly, educate yourself regarding the rules of engagement. As a public-facing employee, you should have some familiarity with First Amendment audits and how to respond. While auditors often exceed their rights under the First Amendment, they do have the right to film public employees in public places. Secondly, do not overreact. Auditors attempt to provoke a negative reaction that they can share on social media. A video of a public employee responding calmly will not garner much attention. The best defense is to exercise patience. Next, it is important to identify and mark non-public forums. In many cases, auditors may attempt to enter private areas, hallways, or offices that are not properly marked. The municipality has the right to designate these areas as non-public and impose reasonable regulations on filming within them. Non-public forums include areas that visitors typically require an invitation to enter, such as hallways, cubicles, offices, and workspaces. If you wish to avoid being recorded by the auditor, make an effort to steer clear of them, or remain in a non-public area with permission from your supervisor until the auditor departs. Again, do not engage or become confrontational with the auditor, as that is their desired outcome. Lastly, it is worth noting that auditors, or any United States citizen for that matter, are not obligated to identify themselves to you. As of February 2011, there is no U.S. federal law requiring individuals to identify themselves. While some states may have enacted such laws, they necessitate that the officer has reasonable and articulable suspicion of criminal involvement. Recording videos in public areas of a government or state building does not fall under reasonable and articulable suspicion of criminal activity. As state and government employees, it is crucial to remember that our salaries are funded by taxpayers. Therefore, we have an obligation to be accountable to the people we serve. If you are not comfortable with this responsibility, you may consider seeking employment in the private sector. Thank you for your attention, and this concludes your reality check.